Special guest today. I'm joined by Deepak Paliwal. He's a Jaipur-born Indian who lives at the moment in the United Kingdom, and you were one of the volunteers for those trials conducted by Oxford University. Deepak, did you voluntarily agree to be part of the Oxford University trials for Corona? What made you decide to take part in that trial?
When this all Corona thing started, it was quite a mess. Everybody was negative. There were negative news coming out from every bit of corner, doctors struggling, hospitals, infrastructure struggling. And then one of my friend just messaged me, that there is a trial going on, which is starting somewhere around April. And we are talking about March. So I got a message from my friend. So he said, why don't you register it? And he did it too. So I registered myself thinking that, yes, I may be the lucky one if all goes well, because there was a big screening for the healthy volunteers. So they were expecting 1,000 healthy volunteers. I applied, they said, come for the screening. I went to St. George Hospital, which is in London, because there were 5 centers of Oxford clinical trial. I applied and went for a screening, and luckily, which was a long process of screening, 3 hours it took. They said, after a week, they said, you are lucky, like you are perfect, and will you like to come be a part of this trial? And I said, why not? That was the time when it hits that, everything is okay now. Now you'll be just given the shot.
Tell us about the trial process. As you were part of that trial, one of the volunteers, what was it like? How many shots did you have to take of the vaccine?
Rajdeep, there were 3 arms of this trial. 500 out of 1,000 were given the COVID vaccine. The remaining 500 were given the meningitis vaccine, which is there in market for some time. And 10 were given for the double dose of COVID vaccine. Mm-hmm. So obviously, if you are getting double dose, you'll know that you have got the COVID vaccine. So I was given 2 shots. First shot was given on 11th of May. And after the shot, I was observed for 3 hours that what are the immediate reactions or adverse effects, because any new vaccine or medication can have immediate effect. Mm-hmm. And then after a week, I was given 1 more.
And you were completely fine, no symptoms at all after the vaccine was given to you?
Only the initial pain which an arm you'll get after any vaccination, or maybe a little bit of fever by evening, but that's with any vaccination you'll get. So I'm perfectly fine.
But no other symptoms, Deepak, no sickness, as is the case, as you said, with normal flu shots and other vaccines, nothing to worry about, right, when you took the vaccine?
No, Rajdeep. I used to cycle to the hospital for getting the vaccination and even getting the test done. So we were asked to fill whatever the parameters as an e-diary, so that the Oxford Clinical Trial team can track us, that how we are feeling, if there's anything, changing in the body parameters. They used to call us.
So you are going with this e-diary, taking into account all the, the fact that you were okay every day. Any other specific information that you were given by the university researchers when the vaccine would be available? Anything other useful information for our viewers? Because the news is the vaccine could come as early as late September or October.
Rajdeep, quite a good question, because the entire world is looking forward for this vaccine. So I can share one thing. The first phase was obviously the animal trials. The second phase was with 1,000 healthy volunteers, which has gone well, because then only phase 3 has started June end and July first week, which is of 10,000 volunteers again. And they've gone to different countries now. They've gone to Brazil, they've gone to South Africa. So this gives hope. And if you, yesterday there was a great news that, whatever the result Oxford team was expecting, it's double their expectation. So it's quite a positive news. It was just released yesterday. And if all goes well, why not, whatever the date people are talking, but it can't be done over 45 days. Believe me, I started in March and we are still sitting in July and talking about, the vaccination trial going on.
Are they still monitoring you? You said you kept that diary. Is that part over completely, because we are now in the 3rd phase of the vaccine trials and you were a volunteer in the 2nd phase? Are you still being monitored?
No, Rajdeep, I don't think so. This connection will ever go. Maybe if they even stop, I'll keep on bothering them because first thing they keep on checking that is there any specific symptom which has been reported by me or I see. So they are following. Now my next follow up will be on the 90th day. Then it will be after 6 months, and then it will be after 1 year. Yes, vaccine can be launched before that, but they will follow it up for sure.
What restrictions have they imposed on you in any way, like diet or lifestyle? Any restrictions that have been imposed on you as being part of this Oxford volunteer test?
No restrictions at all. Whenever I go out, it's only the usual thing that you'll have to wear a mask, you'll have to just maintain social distancing, which is a norm. And remaining, they have not put any restrictions. So all is fine. I still go out, I cycle. There's nothing specified told to me by them.
So in short, are you feeling happy that maybe you could be part of history when the vaccine is ready, one of the first volunteers for the COVID vaccine?
Of course, yes, it gives the confidence, and I'm not even thinking of success and failure over there. I'm happy that I was a part of an effort which everybody did. Everybody is putting their best efforts, let it be police, let it be doctors, paramedics, including the media person. Everybody is struggling, and this is my role which I have tried to play.
I want to ask you in conclusion, family members, when you first said, I'm going to be a volunteer for the corona vaccine experiments, were they worried back home in Jaipur or in London where you are, your wife?
I have not told my family back in Jaipur till I got the vaccine after a few days, you can say months. I told them because I was 100% sure they'll be a little bit afraid, little bit, anxious that what he is doing. So, and if asking them, they must have refused, then there was no sense of asking, I wanted to do it. So I've not told that I'm going to do. Whereas my wife, she's also a pharmacist. I've told her, we discussed, she was not in fully favor. She's saying, we are quite far from home. What will happen if something goes wrong? But then finally she said, you are an individual person and your, decision matters to you. Do it. And she's with me forever.
Okay, on that note, Deepak Paliwal, you could be a slice of history. Oxford University could well be ahead in that vaccine race. Thanks very much for joining me there from the United Kingdom.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.